Finally, the hardest issue of all these, in my view, is racism. But I do have a question. We see a lot of protests out there, and as you know, we've been talking about this for months in the United States, rightfully so. Here's my question. What legislation will alleviate racism? You could have asked that question 50 years ago, before the civil rights legislation. And quite obviously, this country has had a horrible record on racism. In fact, most countries have. It's not just unique to us, right? But are laws unjust right now? I keep hearing people talking about systematic racism. I haven't heard anybody identify what that means. Because if there is a law out there that's racist, we ought to change it. I agree. I think the better question, though, is this. What legislation will improve opportunities for minorities that's fair to everyone? And I can give you 2 or 3 ideas right now. School choice. Because right now, look, it's not meant to be racist that minority children are in bad schools. It's not meant to be racist, but it turns out to affect minorities in a negative way. So how could we make it better or easier for minorities to be in better schools? What could we do? We could give the parents the money so the parents could send their kids to whatever school they want. We could have school choice, charter, whatever it is. And as you know, for those of you that have followed this, Black Lives Matter, of course, all Black Lives Matter, every life matters. But Black Lives Matter, the organization, is a Marxist organization. If you look at their website, they want everything that's anti-biblical. I don't have time to get into it, just go read it. But the biggest thing we could do to alleviate bad outcomes for minorities is what this man, Walt Blackman, who's in the Arizona State House, wrote back in February. And he's using stats from 2011. Those are the most current stats he had. Here's what he said. According to the Guttmacher Institute, which generally supports abortion, in 2011, 360,000 black babies were aborted. CDC statistics for 2011 show that 287,072 black deaths occurred from all other causes excluding abortion. By these numbers, abortion is the leading cause of death among blacks. The leading cause of death among blacks is abortion. Abortion kills more blacks than any sort of racism could ever do. In fact, 75% of abortions in America are to poor people, near the poverty line. And despite the fact that blacks make up 13% of the population, 38% of the abortions are to black babies. Don't defund the police, defund Planned Parenthood.